Welcome, Virgo, to High Priestess Influence and to your general weekly tarot intuitive guidance. So this will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 23rd through the 29th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. You may find resonance with this message whenever you view it, or you may find none at all. So take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Oh, we have one on the floor. Go, give me a moment. Okay. So take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else, and keep in mind, Virgo, that the cards are just here as guidance, not as predictors. And it is always my intention to attract the cards along with the intuition that will best serve those of you Virgos who actually view this. And Virgo, I do read intuitively. The more I talk it out, the more that comes to me. And I've been finding lately, Virgo, that my messages start out kind of specific, but they end up like broadening out and being kind of universal. I feel like they're just taking a different direction. Okay, we have one card here. They seem to be taking a different direction, so I don't know. I mean, I know they're not for everyone. They're not for everyone. Oh, and also, Virgo, if you would like to support this channel, just do me a favor and give it a thumbs up if you like it, or even give it a thumbs down if you don't. Consider subscribing and sharing and clicking the bell for notification. Okay, so we had these two jump out together, and then this one was like kind of separate. I feel like it's an afterthought, or maybe it doesn't apply to everyone, but we'll see. And, you know, as I mentioned at the beginning, Virgo, the cards are here as guidance. So sometimes we see these unwanted cards, but again, guidance, not prediction. So it's not, the cards are not saying this is going to happen to you. This is about things that you are experiencing and guidance. You know, sometimes it's encouragement to keep up the good work, maintain that vibration, move in this direction kind of thing. And other times it's, okay, you know what? This area of your life might not be going that well. So let's refocus and, you know, look at the big picture or tap into a different energy. So that's the intention here, Virgo. So right now from the major arcana, we're looking for the overall energy, but it's not jumping out. And sometimes when it waits till the end, there's a reason for that. So I think at this point, I'm going to put these back down and we will talk about the cards we have here from the minor arcana. We have one card for the physical realm. In other words, the experience in your physical life, the mental realm, what's on your mind, and the message from the spiritual realm. It's generally advice, guidance. And before we begin, Virgo, I want to thank those of you who have let me know that other channels have been stealing my videos. And so I've decided that I want to come up with a more permanent fixture or something, but I just made up this little sign, High Priestess Influence, with the name of the channel in case any of you are watching it on another channel. So, you know, people had given me links and told me where to go, and I looked at a couple of them, and they're cut off at the beginning, they're cut off at the end, and they don't even completely make sense. So I thought I would let you know that if you're not watching this at High Priestess Influence, you're not getting the entire message, and you're also viewing it where someone stole the video. So thank you, everyone who is looking out for me. I really appreciate it. So the Eight of Swords here. Okay, you know how I was just saying that I've been getting more like general, universal kind of messages. So I'm not sure this is something that you've necessarily been experiencing. Well, you have been experiencing it in some way, shape, or form. It may not stand out in your mind for some of you, and some of you will know immediately. Okay, but this is about you giving up your power. Now, only one card jumped out. There's nothing to add specificity to it. So I'll see whatever comes to me. But in general, you may have a tendency in some areas of your life to give up your power, maybe to someone else, to a situation, or just to, I want to say the universe, because that would be a positive vibration, and this doesn't feel positive. This is about you holding yourself back, allowing yourself to be held back. Not sticking up for yourself. Some of you don't stick up for yourself, which I understand. It's, some of us are born to stick up for other people, and it's kind of like part of our design. And I think when that is the case, Virgo, sometimes it's hard for us to stick up for ourselves. It's so much easier to stick up for other people. I mean, I don't know why, but anyway, but that's what I just got the feeling of too here. So you know what? Let me talk through the other cards and see what else I get, because that is a very general feeling here, but yet you have several cards in the message from the spiritual realm, and the overall energy didn't even jump out yet. So you have the Seven of Cups reversed here. Yeah. I just got the feeling you feel like you have no choice. Like there's no clear option for you. There's no good choice. You feel, overwhelmed, I think, overwhelmed by your circumstances, and, unclear. Okay, so I think some of you have a lot on your mind. Now, you wouldn't know it by the fact that only one card jumped out for the mental realm here, but I think you have a lot of ideas in your mind, things that you want to do, and you don't know where to begin. You don't know what to start first. And that indecisiveness is holding you back here. That is part of what is holding you back. That's how you are holding yourself back, by not making a decision here. Because some of you actually, some of you feel like, I have so many options that I have no options. Or you just feel like you have no control, no choice in the matter. All right, so, all right, let's take a look at the spiritual realm here. So on top you have the King of Swords. Beneath that, you have the Ace of Cups reversed, and beneath that, you have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is the spiritual realm. This is the advice position. Okay, I just got consult a professional. Okay, so now this adds a little more light or specificity to this message for some of you. Again, this may not, I feel like this doesn't necessarily apply to everyone. Consult a professional does not necessarily apply to everyone, but this could be an attorney or a financial advisor. Even maybe it could even be like a psychiatrist, a therapist, or even a doctor. But what I'm feeling here is that, okay, for some of you, your lack of knowledge or skill is holding you back. So, for example, let's say you have an idea for like a side hustle or a business or something that you want to do or get started, right? But you don't have all of the skills or knowledge that's necessary to get it off the ground. And that is holding you back. And when you consider that stuff, it makes you feel overwhelmed. Wow, Virgo, I can totally relate to this. I mean, I would have so many businesses in place right now if I had certain knowledge and skills about that. I have so many, I have so many ideas, Virgo, just like this. And definitely lack of professional knowledge is what is holding me back. So listen, do as I say, not as I've done. Right? It's like I'm your parent, right? But listen, if you have something important that you need to either make a decision about, or something you want to start, something that so many ideas, so many options, but you're overwhelmed by all of the work involved or this or that, if possible, consult a professional or several professionals. So if you need legal advice to get something off the ground, or if you need legal advice to maybe fix an overwhelming situation, something that's made you feel powerless, okay? I mean, it may not be, I gave you the example that I could relate to, but for some of you, you might be holding back. Maybe it's like moving forward with a divorce or some kind of legal settlement, and it's been overwhelming you. You haven't been moving forward, and you haven't found that attorney. Some of you could be held back physically by something, and you haven't consulted a doctor, and the universe is telling you consult a doctor. Okay. So now, as I glance at this Ace of Cups here reversed, I just got the expression, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Okay, so I'm not sure what this opportunity is for you, but going back to my original example, if you are, I also just got the message that if you don't stop holding yourself back, if you don't release yourself and relax into whatever you desire, then this opportunity will pass you by. Now, there will always be more opportunities behind that, so it's not anything to worry about. But if there's something specific here, it's kind of like, don't let it pass you by. Don't let it pass you by. So if this is about starting a business or something like that, and you need to consult someone about legal issues, or how to do a business plan, or a banker about loans, whatever that is, the universe is telling you, don't miss this opportunity to consult someone to take advantage of the situation. Okay? There is an opportunity here, but it's just not ready. It's just not unfolding. There's resistance to it. There's resistance. Okay? This opportunity is here. All right. I also feel like some of you, when you take care of this business, whatever it is, when you take care of this business, this Ace of Cups will turn upright. The opportunity will be there. I just got opportunity of a lifetime for some of you. Now, I don't feel like this is, for everyone, but it does seem like when you take care of this business. So I just got a more general feeling about this King of Swords. When you take care of business, when you get professional, when you get serious, when you move in a professional direction, whether it's toward, another person's, like another person, like a lawyer or a banker or something like that, when you move in that direction, or you become more professional, you take a more professional stance on this, you will manifest this beautiful opportunity that you will love. You will love. Life-changing opportunity. It's there. The energy is there. It's just being resisted at the moment. Okay? But it's there for you. Again, this is the universe letting you know that your resistance doesn't really help. Like, okay, yes, worry never solves anything. Worry never helps anything. Worry is detrimental. Worry is detrimental. Why is it detrimental? It is detrimental because it is detrimental because it fosters this feeling of overwhelmment, this feeling of confusion. This worry results in this vibration, okay? This And this is the universe verse. This is part of the advice, okay? This is part of what the universe wants you to know. And that is that this worry results in this confused, overwhelmed vibration. And this confused, overwhelmed vibration results in this stuck feeling, this powerless feeling, this powerless experience. So yes, I'm getting a sense of like the expression vicious cycle here. Like your worry, the universe is telling you your worry causes the overwhelmment, the doubt, the confusion, which results in being trapped, being stuck, giving up your power. You're vibrationally giving up your power, my dear Virgo, by worrying about the future. By worrying about the future. Live in the moment, Virgo. Live in the moment. Some of you are too worried about the future, and the future is an illusion. The future does not exist. And if you are going to think about the future, Virgo, the universe wants you to daydream about it in a positive way. And the moment those daydreams turn to doubts, you got to cut that off and say, whoa, why am I throwing doubts into this daydream? Why am I throwing doubts into this fantasy? This is, I can have this any way I want it. And you actually can have your experience any way you want it. Virgo, listen, myself included, so I'm talking to me too. So there's no judgment here. Virgo, we don't know how powerful we really are. Well, some of us like have an inkling of it. We have an idea, we know it, but we allow so much doubt to creep in that we cut off that power most of the time before we can even experience the strength of it, the power of it. I mean, yeah, I can't even think of another word. So, I mean, oh, hold on a second, Virgo. My throat just got really dry. Okay, Virgo, had to take a sip of water there, so I just paused you for a moment, but I'm laughing because the universe was like, okay, shut up before you go too far and start telling your own experiences and making this reading longer, and Virgo doesn't want to hear this. So Virgo, bottom line is you need to recognize your power. You are so much more powerful than you think you are. And right now, you're just in a negative momentum. You've got a negative momentum going, some of you, okay? And if you don't have it right now, you might recognize this as something that happens occasionally for you. So yeah, what I'm feeling here for you, Virgo, is that it's just what I was saying about the vicious cycle. Okay, yeah, that makes so much sense. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, the vicious cycle of worry leading to confusion, overwhelmment, all of that, and leading to you feeling trapped. So Virgo, it's really, really all about your focus, where your focus is at, because it's very interesting that, vicious cycle, you got the Wheel of Fortune reversed that jumped out, but also keep in mind your overall energy of Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is not about bad luck or anything like that. This is an acknowledgement of your momentum, the momentum that gets going when you get into this vicious cycle. But the fact that this energy is here means you have the opportunity to turn it upright. You have the opportunity to turn the Wheel of Fortune upright and change it to a positive momentum. How do you do that? You celebrate your choices. Celebrate that you can have anything you want in this world. Remember, everything begins with vibration. Everything is vibration before it is physical. So get those positive vibrations going by fantasizing, daydreaming about all of the wonderful options that you can have. I know, Virgo, I know I don't do this enough. Every once in a while, I'll take time and I'll do that, but I'm like, I don't do it with regularity. And I have done that in the past with regularity, and it has worked out very well for me. And that's probably, again, the universe is going to like make me choke again, so I don't go into all of that detail. But you can turn this energy upright. You can turn this Ace of Cups energy upright. You can turn this guy reverse and stop the worrying. Let it go, because that worry is just causing this momentum to keep going. It's kind of like, where does it begin and where does it end, right? You have the circle of the wheel here. It doesn't matter where it began. It doesn't matter where it began. It's really just a matter of turning this negative momentum into positive momentum. Now, for most people, it's not that this is impossible, Virgo, because anything really is, if the vibration is there for it, if the expectations are there. But for most of us, our human experience, provides us with enough doubt that the momentum isn't going to immediately change from negative to positive. Again, not impossible. You could do it, but I think it's going to take a little time. If you've really got a negative momentum going here, and you're really feeling, stuck and powerless, then it's going to take, I don't know, a few days. It could take a day for some of you. It could take a few days. It could take maybe even a few weeks for some of you, but you can do it. A few weeks sounds kind of long, but you can do it if you're deliberate about it. So Virgo, one of the highest vibrations is appreciation. So when you find things to appreciate, my Virgo friends, you really raise your vibration tremendously. And I just gave an example, I think it was to Leo, about raising your vibration and finding things to appreciate. And it was like how it can snowball from, something, just something that seems kind of trivial to something like really major, right? Like, this isn't the example I gave Leo, but sometimes, like the shower is a great place to contemplate and stuff. So you're in the shower, you can appreciate that you have hot water, that you have running water, that there are people who make this happen for you. There are people who work at the water facility who make sure that this clean, fresh water gets, comes to you. And, you have this mechanism that heats up this water in your home, and somebody created this, and somebody installed it, and somebody maintains it now and then. And there are so many people and their services and their knowledge and their creativity that they bring to your world. I mean, sometimes I really appreciate my shampoo and my conditioner that are so inexpensive yet perfect for my hair. I know so many people who spend so much money on this stuff, but I have attracted to me what I desire, which is a bargain. And it comes in a pump, which I really like. I don't want to have to open it at the cap and pour it out. Both of them, I just pump. So anyway, I know this is what I do. I get off track and the universe is going to choke me again. But yeah, I'm just giving you examples of how that vibration of appreciation, it will allow you to turn this wheel of fortune to this upright position. Get that positive momentum going, and then you will find all those little things that make your day. They seem trivial, like hot water and shampoo, but when you start appreciating little things like that, you start attracting the little things that you want to you on a regular basis all the time. Like you might say, oh, you know what? I really want this. I used to have a brush like this. I haven't seen one of those now. I want to. Then you'll walk in the store and you will see it. And then you will start noticing bigger and bigger things. And just this positive momentum will just make your life so much more pleasant. And you will just It'll be easier to keep that positive momentum going. Occasionally, yes, you will encounter that contrast that will bring you that clarity and bring you that expansion. Of course you will. Of course you will. That's part of the human experience. That's part of what you came here for. You expected it. But overall, your vibration can be at a higher normal point. Your average level of vibration can be like from satisfaction and above. So, okay, Virgo, I probably went on long enough. Thanks so much for being with me. If you'd like to support this channel, all you have to do is give it a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing and clicking the bell for notifications, maybe sharing. Either way, though, Virgo, again, thank you for your support. Thank you for being with me. And I hope this week ahead is wonderful. And I hope to see you back here again next week.